I'm Jess at Insights by Jess. I dig deep into what makes Etsy stores successful and where they can improve so that you get the full 411 on what's really selling and why. Let's jump in. Okay, so this video, I wanted to do something a little bit different, and I really wanted to take this opportunity and show you something that's unique on Etsy and kind of inspire you to look inside yourself and see what are your passions, what are your interests, what is it that you like to do or that makes you you, because you can find a way to take your passions and your interests and build a successful Etsy store with your own unique personality behind it. And I absolutely love the way that this seller really pulls themselves through. Their whole personality just shines through in this store. And I thought that this was the perfect opportunity to show you a great example of, being your fullest self and really monetizing what you love. Okay, so this is called Nature Beads, and as you can probably guess, they sell jewelry supplies. So the cool thing about supplies is it is a little bit more hands-on than selling digital products or print-on-demand products. But that being said, it is not as time consuming as selling a handmade product. So you don't have to necessarily be crafty. You don't have to be artistic. So I love the supplies niche. It's really, really cool way to showcase yourself and your passion. And if you're not sure about what you want to sell or what the right kind of product or niche idea would be for you, I do have a free resource for finding your winning product. It is in the link in my description. Check it out. It's at my Buy Me a Coffee page and it's totally free. That being said, let's take a look at what this awesome seller has. These are really unique products. These are products that you're not going to find if you just walk into a jewelry supply store. And she's put a lot of energy into developing this store. But you can see that her branding is really well done. She's got her products showcased here very well, very nicely. And she's got a little bit of a story here in her announcement that kind of explains how she manages to be so unique and so cool, really. I mean, she's really cool. So she does state in here that she is living in Florida, but she was born and raised in the Amazon rainforest. So she probably has really good firsthand knowledge of these unique supplies. That means it's time to dig into her store stats. So as we can see, she has about 106,000 sales here. And she has been selling since March of 2009. And I'm not going to do the huge scroll because it makes people dizzy, but she has been selling in this store since 2009. If you want to look at her oldest feedback and confirm that, you are totally welcome to. Feel free. Her average product price is about $12. And that is pretty liberal because as you can see here, she has things going from $111, $35, $39, $39. But then she also has things here that are, $4, $6. So I did do the math and kind of dig through her feedback to see what her most popular sellers were and calculate an average product price of about $12. So if you take that and you split it equally amongst all the years that her store's been open, that puts her income or her approximate annual sales to be an estimated $93,000 to $95,000 a year. So that doesn't account for any growth. So if she started the store off really, really slowly and only really put energy into it in the past 2 years, for example, it's not going to account for that. It's just going to account for how many sales she's made, how much money she's making, and splitting those sales equally amongst the time she's been open. So it's a really, really, really conservative estimate. And while I'm throwing these numbers at you, I also want to take this quick second to say that this is a totally individual, independent review. I am not affiliated with the store. I'm not affiliated with the seller. I don't endorse these products, and I'm not affiliated with Etsy. This is just solely my own independent review. So that being said, let's take a look at one of her best-selling products. So these are actually authentic African porcupine quills, and they are pretty cool. I do not make jewelry, but I kind of want to buy these just because they are so cool looking. And she's got, a wide variety of pictures here, just showcasing what they are. and she has a video that she has put together as well. And it really just does a nice job of showcasing the product. It's not a fancy video. It doesn't require a lot of editing. It just shows her holding and turning the product so you can get a great idea of what exactly this is. The title she has here seems really, really short to me. So I'm going to go into my Etsy Seller Success Workbook here, and I'm going to check out her title. Okay, so she's only using 109 characters in her title, so that leaves some room. She's missing some opportunities for SEO where she could maybe get a few more keywords in there. And I'm not quite sure what you would use these porcupine quills for, so I can't really suggest keywords for her. But if she was to take some time and do some competitor research, she could probably look at a lot of other jewelry making stores and just find keywords pertaining to jewelry. And of course, she knows what these products are. She knows what they can be used for. So she could definitely create more opportunities for keywords. She's charging $18, and I do want to point out that these are not on sale. And granted, she does have a fair amount of sales. She is, right on that 6-figure sale border. But if she was capitalizing on sale prices and discounts, she would be able to probably attract a little bit more attention to her products and get a few more sales. I do love that she offers a 35 plus free shipping guarantee. A lot of Etsy sellers do offer that. It's basically an option where if your customer buys $35 or more from your store, the shipping is free. It's a great thing to take advantage of. And you do need to price your products to account for that if you want to offer that as a feature. But if I was to only buy this particular product from her, it would cost me about $3.50 to ship. So let's take a look at her keywords, which seem to be all down here. Etsy's been splitting them recently, so you never know if some are going to be under the pictures or if they're all going to be at the bottom. But it looks like she's got some pretty good variety here. And in fact, these would be great words to add into her title. So boho is great. Organic is great. She has quills, porcupine, basketry, tribal jewelry. Tribal jewelry, I think, is a big one she did not have up here. I could be wrong. Yeah, it does not say tribal up here anywhere. So that's definitely a keyword that she could throw in there. So let's go to a little bit more of an affordable product that she sells. So this is one of her cheaper items, and it is like charms, talismans, pendants, and they are little bees, which are totally cute. She seems to have a bit longer of a title here, so I think she's doing a better job of capitalizing on her keywords. We're going to find out here. Yeah, so she's using 120 characters, so it is more than her last listing, but there is still 20 characters that she could be using to really capture that SEO. And of course, she could be putting a sales or discount on here. And you can adjust your pricing so that ultimately you're not losing money, but you're still getting that attention for putting your products on sale. You're still encouraging people to buy because they think, oh no, it's not going to be on sale forever. I should get it now while it's cheaper. She has another great video in here. Very simple, not really requiring any editing. It just shows exactly what you're buying. And I think this is great, and I would love to see more jewelry makers do this because it doesn't take very long for her to film this. And I think one of the common things that I've seen in the jewelry supply niche is that people buy something and they're not entirely sure what they're getting. So I've seen sometimes people will buy something thinking it's bigger or thinking it's smaller or thinking it's rose gold and it comes yellow gold or something of that nature. A video like this is a really, really simple and effective way to show somebody like, this is what it is, this is what you're getting. So I love that. She also has other photos here pulling in different views of the product, and these are well made. I think she probably has an iPhone judging by the way that the background is blurred, or she's a professional photographer. I'm not sure, but these are really nice. They focus exactly where they need to focus. And it is great to take some extra time and make sure that your photos look really nice and very detailed and clear so that you do eliminate that confusion. Looking at her tags, she does have some up here. She's got pewter findings, bee charms, pewter, focal piece, jewelry supplies. She does not have pewter in her title, so I am surprised to see it in so many of the tags. And let's see if she has it down here. Down here, she has gold flat circular bee charm, bee pendants, bee medallions, round bee medallion. So a lot of focus on bees, which is great because that's what they are. But that word pewter is really cool. Like, that's a key word that people might be looking for that she could definitely include in her title. And because she copy pastes her title into her description, it would be good to include it there as well. So those are some very small changes that could be made. Now, as you grow your store, you're going to get better and better at these SEO skills. And so you may not start off immediately knowing all of these things, and that's okay. That's part of the reason I make these videos, is so that you can kind of pick up some of these tips as I look through these stores here. But keep in mind, be patient with yourself and be kind with yourself. You are learning and you are growing. And this lady, for instance, is doing great. She is hitting the 6-figure sale mark, even without all of these SEO opportunities. So not knowing everything about SEO may not necessarily slow you down. It won't speed you up either. It is always better to learn SEO, but it is also okay to take your time and focus on your product first and then learn SEO, and you can always improve your listings as you go. So don't put too much pressure on yourself. So I really wanted to jump into this video and just showcase her store because it's such a wonderful way of letting her personality shine through and letting her story come through. But we don't all have the ability to go to South America or to go to another country or go to the rainforest or, source these rare products. Sometimes our abilities are a little bit more limited and we're stuck kind of where we are with what we have. So it doesn't have to necessarily be jewelry supplies or, porcupine quills. You can find your own niche. You can find your own item that is uniquely your skill or your passion or your talent, something that you enjoy selling, and create your own unique store based on that. And your passion doesn't need to be strictly in supplies. If you're racking your brain on some cool supply that you want to sell, but you can't quite think of anything, there's a lot of ways to pull your unique talents into other types of products as well. For example, I did a video review on this 6-figure seller that sells a really unique digital download using skills that not everybody has. So you definitely check that out and see what the tips I had for that store was by watching this video here.